It's Friday again. It's Saturday, Sunday work. It's Friday again.
I can't believe it's Friday.
Yeah, I can't believe it either, but it's here. And it's here, well, it's almost over. But I'm Renata saying thank you so much for joining us.
And I'm Kimberly Farah saying, can you believe, like we were saying there, it is Friday, but you know, as soon as Friday comes, Monday somehow seems to come around. So I hope you guys get some rest and get, you know, some stuff done, whatever you need to get done, run your little errands, whatever you have to do over the weekend. I hope that you're successful in doing that.
Anyways, Kimberly, it has been quite a week. So much that we discussed here on the show. And of course, we are going to take you through some of those amazing conversations that we had here on the evening show. It's time for the best of the week.
There we go.
So welcome to the Dr. Ramkumar Village Center. We use this center for our own meetings and for other NGOs, CBOs, and faith-based organizations who want to have meetings or who want to have workshops, they can have it here. But upstairs here, we have a memorial set up to our patron, Dr. Ramkumar Chatur. As we come this way, you will see we have a painting here done by a local artist, Keisha Padilla, which depicts a young Ramkumar in the tree, hiding so that he can read a West Indian reader while his father, Chatur, is on the ground looking for him. So Ramkumar Chatur, our patron, left Trinidad to go abroad, first to America, then to Germany to study medicine. He qualified as a doctor and came back, and it was his wish that this piece of the estate, which he inherited from his father, should become a museum and to honor our ancestors and to remind young people and all of Trinidad that these were the virtues that you needed to have to be successful. So if you really wanted something, you would find a way. So if you really wanted to learn, you'd climb a tree to read a book. Young people could learn something from that. Underneath, we have his record player on display. And the background there, you just heard the German cuckoo clock, which keeps us all in time. So, as we make our way around the room, we have a tapestry here that was bought in South America that depicts the great love story of Ramkumar and Irene, the dark prince and the blonde princess riding out on their chariot. And on this wall, we have a display showing them from young to mature and the evolution of their love story. Dr. Ramkumar Chatur, qualified cardiologist, sadly passed away in 2006 before he could make this a reality. So we are trying here to carry out his wishes. And his wife, Professor Irene Chatur, herself, a pediatric psychiatrist specializing in eating disorders, has made it her mission to set up this mud house museum to preserve this piece of heritage. So as we see on this wall here, we have family pictures. To the top left, you can see, if you miss just barely, Irene in a horse-drawn buggy. As we were told, the family owned up to 4 buggies. And Kumar with his father on a buffalipso cart. You can see the cart there, the wheels and the animal. We have him in the center, a young man in a suit. And on this side, we have his mother, Jamuni. This picture in the center here was taken on the docks of Port of Spain when the ship bringing Ramkumar and Irene was coming in the 1960s. So you can see the entire family came out to the port to greet him. The other pictures here in this corner are taken from a family wedding and show the groom or dullaha surrounded by male relatives, surrounded by female relatives, and then all the children posed together to take a picture. Here we have Germany, as pictured above, but in the presence of 3 of her daughters. All right, as you step into the doctor's office, we have here recreated Ramkumar's office as it would have existed in his own practice. On the shelves, you can see books dealing with different aspects of medicine. And even you can see on this stage copies of the very same West Indian reader. He never forgot where he came from. So when you visit the Mud House Museum and you come to the Ramkumar Chatur Memorial, you'll even get a chance firsthand to use his tools, his stethoscope, listen to your own heartbeat. And these are not toys or replicas, these are actual tools. Right. Here we have a picture of him as a young man, and then we have a picture of him working in a hospital in Germany, which was a hospital run by nuns, and he's there next to the head nun. And in this room, you can see that we have a display of clothing. So you can see a winter coat, and you can see authentic German dress. And as you look on the wall, you can see we have pictures of her wearing them in winter, for spring, and for special occasions. Not to be outdone, we also have men's clothing, and you can see the wide variety of styles. There are differences. You would wear a sweater for winter and a lighter color for spring. Where we are standing now, this is a cocoa drying house. Now normally the roof is not so high, but we've made this one high so we can stand up here. And you would spread your cocoa beans out here on the boards. And as their outer white viscous pulp melts away and drips through the floorboards, these beans will be drying in the heat of the sun. As they dry, you have to get them nice and shiny and polished. And this is where dancing the cocoa comes in. So you would rub the soles of your feet with coconut oil, and then you would dance the cocoa. Now this is not break dancing. This is a simple 2-step motion which allows the beans to rub against each other and become shiny and polished and fetch a higher price at market. Now when you have cocoa in the sun like this, you have to watch out for rain. It's not just an expression, meaning that people who do wrong things or who have something to hide should look out for being caught. It also means literally that when your cocoa is drying, you don't want it to get wet.
Super savings for a super mom. Save money and let mom look great with the best brand at best prices. May is all about mom. Get 15% off Bridgestone and Firestone passenger SUV and 4x4 tires. Let's celebrate the moms with discounts on her tires at Brandtec. Get free installation, alignment, and a cup of coffee for mom. Whenever you're ready, we're ready for you. Offer valid while stocks last until May 31st, 2022. Visit us at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chagolas, Mondays to Fridays between the hours of 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 672-8575 or WhatsApp us at 684-3600. Our email is sales@brandteclimited.com. Be sure to like and follow us on social media on Facebook, Brandtec Limited, Instagram and TikTok at Brandtec Limited TT. Get the best deals on the best brands only at Brandtec. And joining me right now, I have Chaddy Cobb. You know, that song that we have playing, Love of God, it's been on repeat here on ACTN The Voice. I decided, you know what, would be fitting to have this artist join us today to get a little more insight and information into his music and all that he's doing. So Chaddy Cobb, welcome. Welcome to the evening show.
Big up Trinidad and Tobago right now. Big up everybody viewing. What's the scene, Kim?
Good to be here with you, and thanks for taking the time to join with us. But I want to jump straight into that song because, like I mentioned, we've been playing Love of God on ACTN quite a lot. And I'm sure viewers, a lot of them would have liked it, love it, singing along to it. So tell us, what was the inspiration behind that song?
Love of God came. I wrote that song and produced it about, let's say, November. The real plan for that was to drop for Christmas, but then I didn't finish in time. But it really came from it was an encounter with God, and I think
I think one of the things about that song is you really hear, you know, the heart of what you're trying to say, and it's kind of like a prayer in a sense, you know, and it's really kind of a reassurance song about, and a real good reminder about God's love for us. No matter what we might do, how far we think we might fall or fall away, I think that song is really a reminder for all of us that God loves us despite it. So it really is a beautiful song, one that I absolutely love and enjoy listening to every time it plays on the station. And I mean, you're on YouTube as well. So that song, you can get it on demand on YouTube. But I want to talk a little bit, I want to shift things a little bit to your background and why music? Where did that passion come from? Was it something that you woke up one morning and just decided to do, or was it a long process for you to get to this point?
All right, let me take you way back. So my grandmother used to play organ in church.
Oh, really?
From there, yeah.
Oh, Papa.
My dad grew up in church as well, playing drums.
Okay.
After that now, I came on the scene, this generation. Grew up in church playing drums, played in my first service since I was like 8 years old. And then after, found the love for production around, like I said, 11, 12 years old. Didn't take it too serious, I was still playing drums. And then after, been with Gate Sprays for a little while, touring, playing drums with them. Then after, I went to study at Full Sail University in Orlando. And there's when I saw the need and found the passion for it, to go in depth into it. And then I came back home and I was like, music.
But how was that transition coming back home? I know that sometimes it can be very, very difficult, kind of readjusting, because you would have gone to Full Sail, like you mentioned, which is in Orlando. You would have learned, you know, Full Sail is a really, really good school, highly recognized school, and you would have learned so much there. How has that transition been for you coming back into Trinidad and Tobago, where music really and truly, when we think about our music industry, we usually identify soca with it, and your music isn't soca. How has that been?
Coming back home and adapting to it, I would say not really has been something of concern to me. It was more just shaping and molding the craft and the product. I believe in something called greatness and creating a great product that the world can refuse or that anybody can refuse. And with that mentality, I went back in studio with the wealth of knowledge I got from Full Sail. And I was just creating. And at the earliest, I wasn't the best, but I don't think I'm still the best, but I am gradually getting there.
Yeah.
And with that kind of mindset of, you know, not being too proud or anything, but being humble and sticking to your craft, always looking for that avenue of learning more in your craft. I was able to come up with these songs, which I consider my products, and yeah.
And you write all your songs?
So far, I've written all my songs and produced all my songs.
Okay. Which is really commendable. I guess a lot of young people are getting into that, you know, those who are interested in the music industry. A lot of them are getting into producing their own music and writing their own songs, etc. But I want to speak a little bit on the collaborations that you've done thus far, which I think is really important to touch on because you've been able to collaborate with some really great people. I know Love of God, you have an acoustic version to that.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about the acoustic version to Love of God.
So Love of God, I flew back up to LA to shoot Love of God.
Right.
And in that process,
so that music video is shot in LA.
Yeah.
Oh, Papa,
I
yo.
shot in LA,
Fancy.
not Lower Rima, but Los Angeles. That was shot up there, and when I went up there, I love to link with Trinis out there that are out there because the culture is so big, and Trinis are all over every corner of this earth. And I linked up with Will Gittins, who's an extremely phenomenal songwriter, vocal producer. He's everything in the arts.
He's a studio in one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's the one, I linked up with him and said, yo, hey, let's do acoustic cover to this. We'll drop it on the Sunday after Good Friday.
Right.
Resurrection Sunday. That was kind of like the gift from us to you guys.
But on that note, let's take a look at our agriculture tip for the week. And of course, this is courtesy of friends at ADB. And today we're going to be talking a bit about seed selection. When selecting and arranging the purchase of seeds for your chosen crop, you'll need to consider their suitability to your land and climate, as well as how much water they'll require for growth is another very important aspect of seed selection. So that's your agriculture tip courtesy of friends at ADB. Thank you so much for sponsoring these absolutely amazing tips for those of us that are, trying to get into this whole gardening thing. Like I'm grateful for this because I'm not so good with the plants now. So I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. I'm sure you guys are. But it's time for us to go to a post of the day before we wrap things up here on the show. And this is courtesy of friends. That's Avinash AC Services, the cooling specialists.
God told me to tell you the next thing he's going to do for you is going to go public. He's about to do something so big for you that the people who don't know you are going to hear about it. He's about to do something so big for you that the people who don't like you are going to hear about it. He's about to do something so big for you that there is somebody right now looking for somebody who can do what you now do. And right now, nobody's knocking on your door. Right now, nobody is knocking the door down. Nobody is calling you. But God's about to get involved in your idea. God's about to get involved in your business. He's about to get involved in your next move. And he's going to do it so big that your phone is not going to stop ringing. He's going to do it so big that checks are going to come in the mail. He's going to do it so big they're going to talk about you in other countries. Why? Because the next thing that God does for you is going to make you go public.
That guy's reaction to these videos is legit mine as well. Like, what? Don't you just absolutely love when like something tragic could happen to you, but God just stepped in right in the nick of time and saved the day? And we have those moments probably every day. Literally, but they definitely captured a few of those very amazing moments. Really something, to be thankful for, because it happens to all of us. It literally happens to all of us. But yeah, his reaction. Huh? What?
Calling all farmers, fishermen, and agri-entrepreneurs. The Agricultural Development Bank is offering its flagship product, the new Reality Loan. Get up to 80% financing for any viable business in agro-processing, agri-services, or farming with an effective interest rate of 3 to 5%. The new Reality Loan can assist with business startup, expansion, or product rehabilitation, working capital, debt consolidation, or for the purchase of new equipment. Visit one of our convenient locations in San Fernando, Chaguanas, Sangre Grande, Port of Spain, and Tobago. Come in and we'll make your dreams a reality with our new Reality Loan. Call toll-free 800-4ADB. That's 800-4232, or visit www.adbtt.com. The Agricultural Development Bank, growing stronger together.
all your AC needs from Avinash AC Services. We do installation, repairs, and servicing of AC units at affordable prices. Our unit starts at an unbeatable price of $2,700. Contact us at 375-0490 or 767-2896. Avinash AC Services, the comfort boss.
We got your card tip first. We're gonna go to your card tip first, and this is courtesy of friends at Brandtec. And this is your card tip for today. Check your battery's charge. A dead battery can leave you stranded anywhere, and to make matters worse, they can sneak up on you without any signs or symptoms of wear and tear. While many batteries have warranties that last as long as 5 or 6 years, it is not uncommon for batteries to only last around 2 or 3 years before needing replacement. When you change your oil, also check your battery's voltage. If you notice voltage dropping significantly, the time may be coming to replace your battery. Thank you so much, Brandtec, for that very important card tip.
So pageantry. I know a lot of times when we talk about pageants, we refer to older persons, probably from teens go up. We think about beauty queens from that age go up. But do you guys know that we have a beauty pageant called the Little Miss EVP pageant happening right here in Trinidad and Tobago that is for kids? Yeah, we got the kids all plugged in here joining us today. Two of the winners of Little Miss EVP as well as the director, Mr. Delano Mangano. So we have Caitlin at the top. Say hi, Caitlin.
Hi.
So that's Caitlin, and we've got Asia Davis. She's at the bottom with Mr. Mangano. Say hi.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, y'all are so cute and amazing. Look at them with their tiaras and their sashes. Just look so beautiful. So, Mr. Mangano, I want to start off with you. What inspired you to start this pageant? I mean, it's kids. I know that you're into dance and stuff like that. So, what really inspired this pageant and why kids?
Definitely. Well, within the academy, within EVP Dance Academy, majority of our students are women. And after having conversations or having experiences with them, I've realized that women still need empowerment.
Yes.
And a lot of them need to work on their self-esteem, self-confidence, and be in the right direction in making good decisions. So that's one reason. And the second reason is, up to this day, a lot of people are still ignorant about pageantry, and they think it's for airheads. But pageantry, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of discipline.
Oh, yes.
And we have had several instructors coming in to teach aspects of self-esteem, health, care, and encouraging these young ladies to see the value of themselves and to aspire for a valuable future. So it's really about inspiring others, educating others, and empowering them.
I absolutely love that, and the fact that you refer to the point of pageantry being a lot of work and teaching discipline, which really and truly it's good for kids to learn. Of course, you have the discipline aspect of it, you have the self-confidence aspect of it, which is really amazing. So I'm glad to hear that you are doing this pageant and it's aimed at young girls. So I want to bring into the conversation Miss Caitlin Sultan, who is no stranger. She's a singer, a very, very brave singer. She has a sister as well who dances. I'm sure a lot of you might be familiar with them on social media. So Caitlin, I want to bring you in the conversation. And I just want to start off to ask you, how are you doing today?
I'm really good. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you very much. So are you excited about winning this pageant?
I am so excited. I'm really happy.
Was it a lot of work?
It was really nice.
Yeah.
And easy.
But I love your look. I love your tiara and your sash. Like I mentioned earlier, you definitely look like a princess, as do Miss Asia. Hi, Asia. How are you doing?
I am great.
Oh, you're great. How was school today?
It was good.
Yeah. So tell me one thing that you learned in this pageant.
I learned to play
Ooh.
and talk.
Oh, beautiful. Oh. Listen, those two you have there, Delano, they're both pros on this already. You don't even need to join them. Look at them. They're already pros.
Definitely.
Yeah, so Caitlin, tell me a little bit about how you prepared for this pageant.
So first, I get my little dress. It was a little baby blue dress. It was so pretty. I did really nice in the pageant. I modeled. I had some fun. And I learned how to be brave. Brave.
Yeah, you are definitely brave. So Asia, I want to jump in with Asia and find out about your outfit. What did you wear for the pageant?
So I wear a purple muscular dress and some nice silver shoes. And I wear a puffy skirt.
Oh, lovely. So a question I want to ask both Caitlin and Asia, and I'll ask it together, and probably Asia could answer first and then Caitlin after. Do you guys want to do any other pageants? Do you have your eyes on any of the bigger pageants like Miss Universe or Miss World or Miss Earth? Any one of them you guys might be interested in?
Well, yes, I like dancing and stuff.
Ooh.
I would like
Beautiful. So, Caitlin, what about you?
I would love to do another pageant and sing and have fun and be brave.
Yeah.
That is most important.
Most important, being brave, yes. And definitely both you and Asia are two very, very brave young ladies. Look at you guys, looking all beautiful, dressed all lovely. I want to take the time to thank you guys so much for joining with us. Delano, thank you so much for doing this pageant. I really wish you all the best, and I hope that it's something that you want to continue. You have any final words for us, Mr. Manganu?
Well, I would like to congratulate all the lovely young ladies of the Miss EVP talented pageant. And I must say that Asia and Caitlin, they were well deserving, and they were brave, they were confident, they were consistent. And a special thank you to all the parents that contributed to the event.
Thank you so much for joining us. That wraps up all the cool conversations we had for this week.
Put a bow on it. You know, I always like to put a bow on it.
With a bow, yeah. What a way to start this weekend. Like Kimberly mentioned when we started the show, hope you guys have something fun planned, get some rest in. That's very important. Very, very
get some self-care in as well. Yes. You know, sometimes we neglect ourselves in the process, and well, if we aren't good for ourselves, then we can't be good for anybody else.
Right, what she said. But we'll see you guys back on ACTN The Voice on Monday at 6 p.m. for a brand new episode of The Evening Show. I'll see you then. Bye!
Bye, guys!